Hey guys, what's up? How y'all doing? I'm here to talk to you guys about the new chapter of One Piece, which is on chapter 1139. This chapter right here was actually pretty crazy and it was pretty awesome. To think that this person was here for that long, and not to mention part of that crew, which I will get to just a moment, because unless you read the chapter, you know what I'm talking about. So, if by all things, let's just get this started right away. We get to see that the castle is a mess, and Luffy, Zoro, and Nami's trying to figure out what just happened to it. Even Road is like saying, wow, dude, what really happened? And they end up finding a circle that seems to be very dangerous. And even Road says, hey, I think I know this circle. It's a magic circle that used to summon demons in some countries whatsoever. And Luffy's saying, hey, I know this circle, but I don't remember it. Well, thing is, Luffy doesn't really pay attention unless it really caught his eye a lot. Otherwise, he's so busy fighting other people that he does not pay attention much and go like, whatever, I'll just forget about it. And eventually, we get to see someone says, hey, what's up, how you doing, and ends up throwing an axe at them. And we get to see this person showing up stating that it's a human resident of Elbaf, ex-pirate Yasan. We get to see that Rhodes like, hey, I know this guy. What are you doing here? He says, yeah, what's up, man? And hey, Luffy, I actually wanted to meet you. To think that your hockey's this crazy, not to mention, you defeated Kaido. Pretty cool. And we get to see that Luffy's like, hey, are you like, you're that dad, that big pipsqueak whatsoever? He said, yeah, I am. Not to mention, like, my partner is Ripley. You know, that Elbaf giant girl. And I'm surprised Yahasan was able to make a freaking kid with her. Not that I'm trying to be a jerky guy about it. I mean, you have to understand, a giant and a human managed to make a baby. I mean, it could go many ways depending on your situation and how you handle it. But other than that, he doesn't mind at all getting old. Marrying doesn't matter. Love knows no bounds, I'm thinking in my mind, yeah, this guy's crazy to think he would, like, settle down. But other than that, he's a missionary of love. Pretty funny stuff. Even Luffy's like, hey, I think he'll be like Sanji, or Sanji's going to be like him when he gets older. Anyways, Luffy's actually asking Yasan, hey, do you know the key to free Loki? He goes like, hey, dude, you shouldn't say that. I'm like, no, I'm not here for that. Although Yasan's like, hey, man, you troublemakers, I love it. Hey, do you know what Loki is, etc.? He goes like, no. And he says, hey, if you free Loki and things go south, what will you do? Luffy's like, I'll kick his butt and lock him back up. How's that sound? And we get to see Yasan's like, hey, man, the only person who ever stopped him was red-haired Shanks, and no one else was able to handle him. And we have to it that Luffy and Zoro doesn't care and goes like, hey, let's go find the key. And then Nami's like, hey, man, I think you should really take his warning seriously. He doesn't look like a liar about it. Yasan remembers a time of how he was with someone like that, which he goes like trying to give him warnings about not to do this or that, but unfortunately he doesn't listen. And I will get to that just a moment, who that person is, who he worked for, and it's already obvious from the get-go of when you read the chapter. Other than that, we get to see that the Elbaf giant talks to Usopp, Brook, and about someone who is actually a crew member of the Roger Pirates, and that man accompanied him in the hospital in the Deep Mountains, and that he actually fought off 100 men by himself with 2 axes, and that he stripped the entire mountain range bare, like totally naked. Other than that, that's how he got his name, the Mountain Eater. And not to mention, he rivaled the Vice Captain Silvers Rayleigh, the left hand of Pirate King. So that just means that this guy, who is a crew of freaking like the Roger Pirates, his real name is Scoopa Gabon. Yes, you heard me, Scoopa Gabon. He is the guy that became a crew member of the Roger Pirates during his time, and he sailed with him all the way to the Void Century, or to like the One Piece. You get the idea. The Laugh Tale, if anything. Other than that, he also rivaled Silvers Rayleigh in terms of strength and power. So, not to mention, he's the left hand of the Pirate King. So, if you can see the certain similarities, you can understand that when it comes to power, he rivaled Silvers Rayleigh. So, if anything, I think he must have House Shoku Haki. There's no denying of that. Because Silver really he has Hall Shoku Haki, but you know, if I'm making a comparison, which I shouldn't be doing, Zoro is like the right hand of Luffy or one of the wings for Luffy, while Sanji is also the other wing. But at the same time, Zoro and Sanji are pretty much equal with each other. I think Zoro's just a little stronger because he has Haoshoku no Haki, while Sanji is stronger as well since he got his exoskeleton body. And much more, if I even think about it. Other than that, yeah, pretty much after the last page shows that the guy shows him the key to Loki, or he's guarding the key of Loki, and says, "Hey, you want it, right? Well, I'm gonna tell you right now. You want to get the key. You gotta get through me. You defeat me. And I'm a living legend who stood shoulder to shoulder with Roger and Rayleigh. He's the Pirate King's left hand. If you want it, get past me. I'm Scooper Gyaban." And Scooper Gyaban takes the key and gets ready to fight against Luffy. So yeah. It's going to be very interesting how this goes, but if I really have to be honest with you, Loki is going to get released unless he's really dead. That's just the real factual thing that's obviously going to happen. Because Loki, we all know what Loki is. He's a trickster, he's a troublemaker. It's what we've seen and read in the freaking like mythologies of the Norse mythology. And he's going to bring out Ragnarok. That much is to be said. It's going to be interesting to see what his power really is, because no one else has ever able to stop him but red-haired Shanks himself. So, yeah, as for Nami, she likes treasure boxes, you know, you get the idea, and much more. Anyways, I look forward to the event or fight with Luffy and Gyaban, Scooper Gyaban. Now, if I had to be honest with you, I'm pretty sure the fight will be very tough. Even though he looks old, he's not going to last long. Think about Silver's Rayleigh. I mean, he fought against Kizaru, but there was no way in heck he could fight him in terms of long-term endurance fights. So, it's going to be interesting how this goes. As for Scooper Gyaban, I'm expecting him to be very tough, and if he ever shows how Shoku Haki is to be expected. I mean, he is the left hand of the Pirate King, while Silver's Rayleigh is the right hand. And that guy has all three types of Haki. I'm pretty sure he advanced them. And I'm pretty sure Scooper Gyaban, if he's the left hand able to match Rayleigh, he should have that same all three types as well, unless he only has Fushoshoku Haki and Kibun Shoku Haki just at advanced levels. So I look forward to see how this turns out. I'm very excited. Sadly though, which is okay, it's understandable because he's been writing chapter by chapter nonstop for weeks. Oda next week is taking a break. Go ahead and take a break, Oda. Take 2 weeks, even a month break, or even more than that if you have to, because like I said, and I'll repeat myself again and again, I'd rather see you healthy and in top shape to finish the series than you on a hospital bed about to die. Okay, so anyways, looking forward to the next chapter. Pretty excited and looking forward to see how Luffy's going to handle him. Like I said, Scooper Gyaban, I'm pretty sure it's going to be a tough fight, but in terms of age and him being a little weak, and depending if he has been fighting or he has retired from fighting, I highly doubt he's going to last long. But I'm pretty sure he'll put up a good fight. Not much is to be said. Repeating myself over and over again, sorry. So until then, I'll see you guys later. I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day. I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace out. Bye-bye. Toot-toot-toot!